The day started with a traffic jam. I'm trying to clear these great branches, but I've got a very impatient audience. The gang is here, and they are definitely not happy with my raking speed. But look at their face. That impatient energy was actually a warning. Once I clear the path, off they go. It's bug hunting season. With the path finally cleared, the gang gets right down to foraging. Spring is always the best time for them to find those tasty treats hidden in the fresh grass. But wait, listen. That's Zoe screaming and Rudy answering the call. He immediately takes off to find her. Zoe had panic when she could not see the flock. Watch as Rudy greets her and calms her down, then escorts her back to the safety of the flock. Order restored, and Rudy goes back to his watch. Have you ever looked deep in the chicken eyes and seen the pupil rapidly shrinking and growing? In the bird's world, we call this eye pinging. Unlike human, who only reacts to light, chicken can actually control their pupil voluntarily. When Rudy or the girls see something that excites them or something that scares them, their eyes start pulsing. It's a high-speed focusing tool because chickens are both predator to bugs or prey to hawk. They need to switch their focus instantly. By pinging their eye, they are essentially looking on to an object. That pupil move in their brains to sharpen the image like a camera lens zooming in a perfect shot. But here is the most beautiful part. It also an emotional response. If you notice your favorite hen eye pinging when you're talking to her, it's often a sign of high engagement or happy excitement. They are processing your voice and your presence. So next time you're out with your flock, look closely. That little pulse in their eyes is a sentry at work, processing the words in a way we humans can only imagine. It's a small detail that reminds us just how complex these birds really are. These are my 5 youngest girls. At 10 months old, they have developed an attitude that could get them killed. Their urge to explore is strong, too strong. Protecting them from their own curiosity has become my worst nightmare. Every morning, the moment I let them out, the watch begins. If they start drifting towards the front, I know exactly what they're planning. I follow their every move. The closer they get to the edge of my land, the closer I step towards them. It's a game of inches. There it is. One makes a break for it, crosses the line, and the other follow close behind. They don't know this dirt path is a favorite road of the local coyote. They don't see danger. They only see the trail. That's when I make my move. With a long stick to guide them, I head them off. That's my way of saying, get going now. Get. I have to be firm because the stakes are too high. I've lost many birds over the years, and I refuse to lose another to a moment of forgetfulness. Once I get them back to my side, they finally get the message. They rejoin the main flock as if nothing happened. But I know the truth. They soon forget the lesson and return to that line. Keeping them safe is a constant battle, and it's one I can't afford to lose. As the day ended, the weather turned, the rain moved in, and so has the gang. Have you ever seen a more depressed looking bunch of chicken? They just stand there, feather tucked, looking completely miserable. They're waiting for me to take them back to the barn for the night.
Hello, my girl. Nellie.
Next morning, the sun is back, and so is the spirit of the flock. Listen to Rudy. He won't stop flutting for the girl. The depressed bunch from last night is gone, replaced by a happy gang ready for a new adventure. I see the gang coming, and I wait right here to greet them, thinking we'll have a nice moment. But today, they have no time for me at all. They actually go out of their way to swerve around me like I'm a piece of furniture. But then there's Nellie. She stopped just for a second, looking back as if to say, sorry, but we really have to go now. And just like that, she's gone. This is where they were heading, in such a hurry. It's a great spot to forage, and with the bugs finally awakening in the spring soil, the girls are having a blast. It's a feast out there today. Listen, hear that low grumble from Rudy. That is the sentry quiet alarm. I looked up and I saw a falcon flying high above us. Luckily, the thick cover of trees kept us hidden. While the girls were finally settling back into the yard, I got these two visitors enjoying some quiet time. You can see the male here with those striking vibrant color, while the female is much more plain and camouflage. They make a handsome couple, don't they? They're swimming in what we now call our pool pond. It's actually started its life as a regular swimming pool, but after it developed a leak, we realized it was too expensive to fix, so we decided to let nature take over. We turned it into a pond, and it's now home to a whole chorus of frogs and local wildlife. The funny thing is, the chickens aren't actually allowed back here. The backyard is a forbidden zone for Rudy and the girls. So while the flock is out front working for a living, these ducks are back here living the high life in a private resort. It just goes to show, sometimes when something breaks, it just makes room for something better. It's getting late. Rudy does one last check outside before joining his lady inside the hoop house. The day's work is done. And then there's the spa corner. Zoie, Rosa, and Ellie are deep in the dust bath, with Sasha hovering, waiting for her turn to join in. There's no more attribute or running for the road, just a total contentment. I hope you've learned a few tips for your own chicken today, and that you'll join us again for a new adventure. If you enjoy our walk, don't forget to click that like button. It really helps the channel grow. See you next time.